Yesterday, Sunday, they stick with that because no, I think I got to Bikrams, it's much warmer than here. Peaceful. So I can take them to the water, but I can make them drink.
So you think the heat is a bad, you should be generating your own?
Yeah, actually, you have to generate your own heat. That's what we talk about. Agni. You have the fire inside of you. See, if you don't use it, it's a pilot light will go off completely. So that's what you have to keep it active. So that's why when you start doing it to the 5-10 salutations, that's warm up solar energy to your body. So that's how you slowly start warming up and you start sweating. That's the healthy way to warm the body. Not just go to some sauna and try to do postures. Actually, a lot of people like that because they want to act like they did exercise. Because we have a lot of ladies in San Diego village. For it's a very rich area called La Jolla, and then Rancho Santa Fe, near my house, a little bit further. They drive the expensive car and then get up in the morning. They put the nice expensive yoga tights and everything. And then they go to Bikrams for 5 minutes or something like that. They just go, then they walk out, and then they go to the coffee shop and they're all sitting and talking, so the people will say, oh yeah, she's doing exercise every day, because what else is also. They like it.
Which modern Ashtanga yoga teachers do you recommend for getting the true traditional teaching?
I don't think there's anybody left.
No?
Everybody studies, a lot of people studied with my father. Then when they start teaching, then they start adding their own style to it.
What do you think about what Fiona's doing in the city?
I don't know what she does.
And she owns the Ashtanga.
When she started doing this in Mysore.
Mysore. You know what she said?
When did she start?
Yeah.
When did she start?
Probably 10 years ago.
Yeah. Well, about 10 years ago, it's already polluted.
Oh, that's when she started. Sorry, that's when she started teaching the Mysore in Vancouver.
Yeah.
But she was going to see her dad.
You see, what happens is a lot of the people studied with my father. It's like when I was on the road, before I came to States, then I decided I have a friend who is a doctor. He's retired now, so he's an Ayurvedic doctor. He has a clinic in Mysore. But he wasn't doing very well at the time because people just want to fast medication. So he just goes every day, then opens it up. Then he went to the university for 3-4 years for a degree of the Ayurveda. But you don't see any people going there. Then he was kind of depressed, and I was kind of hyper because I wanted to get out of Mysore. Because I went born there, I went to school there and everything, so I needed some change. So, then I told my friend, hey, you know what, you have the Ayurvedic background, I have a yoga background, why don't we just go on the road, let's become like a gypsies. Then he said, yeah, that's a very good idea. I said, yeah, you're not doing very well here. And I look at me, I'm working with my father every day, and then he's not going to pay me any money. So we were both basically not earning anything. So why don't we have fun? So we just decided to leave Mysore, got on a train. Then I always wanted to go to north part of India, near the Himalayas border, like Banaras, it's called, a very sacred place for the Hindus. So I said, hey, let's go and see the Banaras. It's a 3-day journey in the train. So we made it anyway to Banaras. Then we went to there are a lot of ashrams there. We went to the ashrams and then said, all right, I'm from South India, and I do yoga, and then this is my friend Hari, he's an Ayurvedic doctor. So he said, what would you like to do? And he said, well, first we like to find a place to stay, because we don't have any money, no luxury hotel like Nita Lake. So he said, oh, that's easy, we can find you, no problem. Then I said, well, we have a lot of schools and then colleges, universities here. So if you want to do the demonstration, so they will allow you to do the demonstration, they collect the money and then give it to you. So, oh, good. So my friend went all the schools in Banaras, then they arranged, but then I just go, then I will give the whole list, the names of the pastors, the benefit of the pastors, he will explain it. He has a really good speaker too, so then I will do the pastor, then after the pastor, everybody clap, then they collect the money, they give it to you. There goes our first day we earned already. So we're counting, it's already like 50 Indian rupees. I said, ooh, that's a lot. That means we can buy like a 4 meal for that. All right, we earned 4 meals. So next day we will do another school. We did that there. So until we ran out of schools, so we stayed there. Then there's a Banaras Hindu University. It's a very famous university in India, not part of India. So we went to meet the principal there and said, well, we'd like to give like a yoga demonstration and talk about yoga and the Ayurveda. And so, oh yeah, that's a great subject, no problem. So I did the yoga demonstration at the university. The next thing you know, I got a job offer there. I could become they call it professor of yoga. So they said, well, you know, we have a place here, so we're looking for an eligible teacher. So since you know it, so we will offer you a good job here with the teacher's quarters where we can stay, and then salary and everything. It was pretty tempting, but we're too young for that kind of commitment. So I said, yeah, we will let you know. So then I talked to my friend, said, Manju, you want to take a job? Then I said, are you kidding? I don't want it. Let's do this. Is gypsy thing is good. Let's go around.
It's working.
So I did not take a job. I was too young. So then we worked all the way around north part of India. Then we started getting a little tired of north part of India. Then we came back to south. And I went to Pondicherry to speak French there. It's ruled by French for a long time. So then I went there. Then we know this ashram, as it calls Anand Ashram. It's called. I know the guru there. He used to come to visit my father all the time. So he was always inviting me to his Pondicherry. I said, hey, let's take this opportunity. Let's go and see this guy. So we went there. And he was so happy. Oh yeah, Manju, finally we made it to my ashram. Come on in. And I said, oh, you can stay here. There's the kitchen, the food, blah blah blah. So yes, but you can stay as long as you want. But yeah, you have a deal because can you teach Ashtanga yoga to my students? And I said, that time it wasn't very popular. So then I said to them like, well, let me do a demonstration and see what they like. If they like it, then I will do it. So next day he read, because they all came to learn yoga, but they're stuck with this guy because this guy can talk about it, but he cannot do anything because he weighs like 300 pounds. He talks about better going to be, for samadhi or anything, but he do not have the GPS. So when I did a demonstration, and the guys would come to me, oh, you're ready to learn, will you teach me? Then as soon as somebody asks me, will you teach me, that means am I committed to stay here or something until that comes back? And I said to them, like, no, you know what, even I can do better, I will send you to my father. Here's my father's address. You can go there. So I gave him the address. The same day he left the ashram to see my father. And then he said, yeah, I met your son in Pondicherry. He gave me the address. And father said, yeah, sure. Then he joined. Then he started teaching in yoga. So this guy stayed, his name is David. He stayed like 3 months in Mysore. He studied. He was a young boy, a young man too. So then he studied yoga with my father and went back to America. He found the place where I live now.
Is that David Swenson?
David Williams. Yeah. He's a little eccentric guy, but nice guy. He found this place, it's called Encinitas in San Diego. It's the most beautiful place. So he started his first yoga school there. It's all hippies. Those days, 1975. Everybody looked the same. Everybody has the same smile. You can't tell from the one from the other, they all look the same. So then he opened the school, then he invited my father and I to come to America to do workshop for a month or something. Then we went to America. So there is about 20 hippies. I always mispronounce their names too because they all look the same. George, no, I'm not George, I'm Nick. Oh, sorry. I was from India, I don't know. So then I said to my dad, said, why do they all look so dirty? Then I said, I don't know, Dad. He said, yeah, what is that beard? What is that hair? Yes. And then I said, I don't know. I think they're hippies, Dad. I said, oh, okay. Are we here to teach you how to the hippies? I said, I think so. So the next morning we are supposed to go to the class, and then they all show up, and then they look they're already high. I think they're smoking. You can tell by their eyes. Then they're asking the bizarre questions. Well, I wish I understood Dad. I don't know what is they're talking about going to the third world. And then my father, one guy said, my father, Guruji, tell me, it's just so much problem in this world, and then how come, why yoga is not doing anything for that? And then I told my father, so he's blaming yoga is not doing enough to this planet. Then my father turned my heart and said, Mulabanda. Then, he doesn't speak any English. He was, only thing he knows is the name of the part. He said, you worry about your anus. Let the God worry about the universe. Then the guy said, Guruji said something about the anus. Then I said, Dad, what is about the Mulaband? It's not talking about your anus. It's told you to concentrate on your Mulabandha. Oh, okay. So that was a funny 1 month, because people, they're mixing everything, LSD, yoga, and getting higher and higher and higher.
Going to God.
I mean, that was the first Ashtanga Yoga school in America. The one David Williams opened. So then afterwards, he told me he has to move to Hawaii. So if you want to take over the school, that would be great. Then I said, well, let me see, Then I told my father. My father said, oh, no, you're going home. And I said, gee, wait a second, Dad. What do you want me to go home? It's been a nice year. The first yoga school here is in California. We're going to stay. So, because he wanted me to come home to work with him. So I said, well, Dad, I take my chances, I told him. He wasn't pretty happy about it. So then David left to Hawaii, then my father left to India, then I stayed. As soon as I stayed there, slowly all the hippies have disappeared because I don't do this. So they wanted their guru, they all moved to Hawaii with David. So first 3-4 bus I had like 2 or 3 students, that's all. And then afterwards I started getting more students in the University of SPSU, San Diego State University. People started coming, then we built up the yoga school there. And after 2-3 years, everywhere yoga school. They will come and learn with me, and then one yoga school in Los Angeles, one in San Francisco, all over. So that I started going all over the places, started teaching there.
Do you have a studio now?
Oh no, I give up.
Yeah.
You're gypsy.
Huh?
You're gypsy.
I'm back to gypsy. It's in my blood. A lot of people are jealous of me today here in Canada, and then next time I'll be in Halifax, then I'm going to Europe,
England.
England.
So there, you can't. There's no. You don't think anyone is teaching like in any schools, like even in California where it first started. Traditional Ashtanga.
No, nobody teaches that. No more tradition. They don't teach tradition anymore. Because what happened was all these people that went to study with my father a long time ago, they did not ask my father the other part of the yoga. They were all interested in asana only, more. And they did not ask about pranayama, they did not ask about theory, they did not ask about the philosophy, no, nothing. My father is very much interested in talking about all the philosophy and all sorts of things. So me and my sister got left out about it because he always wanted to talk to somebody. So when he was teaching, so he would start telling us all about the thing. So when we were kids, it's easy to remember all this stuff. So then it was so beautiful actually. So that's why sometimes I don't understand. People do the workshop, they all do these asanas. There are so many other things you can present.
Will you come here and do a philosophy workshop? Because I would love.
He's coming back for 9 days next year.
And are you gonna put philosophy into it?
We've got him.
Have you signed the contract?
Yes, he has.
The word of mouth.
We have a handshake. The guru handshake.
At the school in India,
Yeah.
with your sister and your nephew, do they do philosophy? Do they do the philosophy there?
Yeah, because we have to study philosophy. We just can't, anybody can do postures, but there is other things you have to take part in to learn yoga. You have to understand what the behind yoga philosophy is, yoga. So that's how you learn once you start learning about the Atma, Paramatma, how you go higher and higher to the Nirvana, the state of Nirvana, and all the steps you have to go through. So that's all about the philosophy, how your mind works. That's good. There are so many koshas it is for us in our body. You have to go through that to understand. So these are the philosophies they teach, it is true. And then when you learn all those philosophies, then you really, you feel something you are doing right for your body. It's not like if you practice the yoga, if you do the pranayama, if you do the chanting, if you sit down quiet, when you go out and you feel like, I did something really nice for myself. That's the feeling people have to have. It's not like going out and I did yoga. So it is called internal satisfaction you have to have. So once you find that, that's the beginning of progress in the body and mind. Because I'm always happy because I enjoy chanting. I enjoy being around people. It's not like I'm going to go to work. I have a party from. I'm going to the party. I'm going to be with the people. And I really, really enjoy that, doing that. So that's why stay younger because I'm very active. I like to go out and do things, and then because that's the one because I love chanting. It is one of my powerful tools of me. So I enjoy it.
It's beautiful chanting, so beautiful. Especially when you chant, there's something. It's so different. It's how it should be.
Yes, that's what
That's
they
the
teach.
thing.
The Vedic chanting, how it's supposed to sound. It's the
Yes.
music. They have so many ragas in Bhairavi raga, Kalyani raga, Sandhya raga, afternoon raga, midday ragas. So we got so many ragas how you're supposed to react with body because that's the yoga philosophy says you are the universe, your whole body is the universe. You got everything. That's the only you should learn how to operate there. So that's the whole operate. Once you know how to operate, then that's what they say. Nada yoga, that's the music. If somebody says, I don't like music, there's definitely something wrong with them. So it's like a music it's kind of activates your system, but it's a part of you. Music is a part of you. Breathing is part of you. Everything is a part. Everything is in the universe. So once you start, that's what the philosophy, when you start going, it's called a journey, inside journey, when you start doing that, you start discovering all these things. Then more and more you discover. It's like a digging for the gold. You more gold you're looking and makes you happy. Oh gold. You go deeper and deeper and deeper. Then you will be in bliss all the time because you know where you can find the gold. It's inside of you. These are the philosophies they talk about in yoga.
Manju, you mentioned in the chants the kind of the pitch for Sukino Bhavantu. The last day is Sukino Bhavantu.
Sukino Bhavantu.
And why is that?
So that's the Arahana, you take to use this throat, Visuddhi chakra. Ascending and descending the music.
Yeah.
So when every time you chant, the pronunciation makes it vibration. So that's when you learn chanting in Sanskrit. You listen first, listen to the chanting first. And slowly, when I say, Vande Gurunam Charanara Vinde, so every word is important. The sound it creates. So when you do the right sound, you get the right vibration.
So it's engaging the Vishuddhi chakra? Is that the
Right.
it's engaging the Vishuddhi
Yeah,
chakra?
Vishuddhi chakra, because we have to use the Vishuddhi chakra. You see, the vocal musicians live for a long time, you know that. People who use the throat chakra. Because the throat this chakra is very important. The Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Ajna, Ananta, all these chakras we have, it's like so it starts from here. So when you start clearing up here, start getting activated here, then you get this called as a more pranic energy into your body. So that's why we do the Ujjayi breathing from connection from diaphragm to the Vishuddhi chakra. Like that, you see, just do that. Then slowly it will activate, then you will get healthier and healthier. It's the opening, the main passage.
I've had a lot of teachers that sing that specific chant after class, and I've never heard that specific pitch to it. So, change it.
Yeah, there you go, that changed the whole rhythm too. One day, Guru Nam.
Hippies.
Changed everything. When Madonna did that song, one day, she sent us a CD and see what you think. I said, what do you want me to think?
a few of us had a question on Nadi Shonana.
Yes.
And you were switching hands to do your counting, I think.
Yes.
Was that, and did you do breath retention all on one side?
That's a different pranayama, but when you're doing the alternate hypnosis, so it tell you if you're holding on the right side, then you start counting on your right hand here.
Okay.
Because you can remember, so you have to exhale to the opposite side.
Yeah.
So when you're inhaling this side, you start counting here, so that will tell you what the other side, so you don't mix up.
So you are switching hands on your.
Over here, not this one. It is go like this, then go.
Okay.
So you're always using your right hand.
Yeah, always.
Okay, and then. during-
See, you always in pranayama, you always use the right hand,
Mhm.
not the left hand.
Mhm.
So when you
But when you're doing retention, then you drop your hand down and count on that.
Yeah,
hand,
right,
And then
yeah.
bring your right hand back, and then next time count on your
Right,
left hand.
right, right.
Okay.
Can you explain counting on the different finger points?
No, like this here, huh?
You start.
1, 2, 3,
1, 2,
3,
3.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So, yeah. So it's just like a rosary bead. You count here. Yeah, so. So, any questions, ladies, gentlemen? So next time when we come, I'm going to stay a little bit longer. We're planning on doing like a primary and second series, so introduction to the second series, and then I will send the team some CDs from California, those chanting CDs and stuff like that, and then we talk like give a little introduction to the philosophies and stuff like that. So we will make it really nice and strong. Yeah. Cold country, warm people. See.
We'd like to get a picture of you all with Manju G, if you don't mind. Perhaps maybe
You want to take one there?
Well, where do you think? Where would you like to take it?
Yeah, anywhere. It's
Anywhere.
different.
Should we do it there?
Yeah, it comes to light on the page.
And then there's some lovely chocolate cake, vegan chocolate cake.
It was just a scribble.
You sent chanting that you're a CD chant, like you're chanting. Your CDs?
Yeah, that's for the.
There's a workshop and the chant.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll send those.
There's a schedule, put it in and say, it says Halifax, teacher training.
Should we get a small element like a semicircle around the branch? Is he going to stand or sit? We're going to hold him up. Yeah, we should. Meditate. Meditate. Name aside, like. Or have.
Because our flight is delayed, I guess.
Is it? Oh, we better check. We'll check. That means we can have some lunch.
Certainly, yeah. Okay.
We should go across.
Everyone's hair look good? One more. I got through that. Should we get enough ready to take some? I gotta stay.
What is it about with anus?
That's the best thing I've ever been
Yeah.
Where we get bear into.
so much.
Congratulations for making it.
Angie, when you on your schedule, you go all these places that you go. Do you always teach something in Rimble Bank again, or is it somewhere? It's just depends.
I think they should try to take the same thing up.
See, you're really meant to be here longer. If your plane's delayed, it's a sign.
Yeah, I did.
These guys first,
So if I go to California, well, I love going there, so I will try to.
no retention
Yeah.
for 4 or 5
I
times.
here around.
I think it was 5 times. And then you went into clean.
You're probably better than
I know what you mean.
Okay, then we're gonna stand over there.
there. Just here. Just here.
Who knows? I don't know. I don't really know. It's spelling on my forehead.
Probably mustard seed in your tea.
So I'm gonna change. I haven't gone to Stockholm soon. So we're looking for students.
Outstanding.
I think so. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Oh yeah.
There's 5 different. Pretty much started.
That's fine.
Awesome.
I'm pretty beginner, so like. And so I'm not follow up, but I just kind of take my time. So
Good luck with that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, we're just waiting to hear back from the guys. So.
yeah, well, yeah.
Did they actually get stuff to you for pictures and stuff like that?
Yeah, we got the whole package. We got the release.
So that is like 5 breaths. I have to feel. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I thought they did.
Oh, you got that history.
I see.
Do you find that it's a successful space?
The studio, it started as a yoga studio 15 years ago, and it's always been rented as a yoga studio. And at different times, it was tough. And sometimes it's good. I think this winter was exceptionally good because so I think it was a good year for them. I don't know about the financials, but I know that
that's kind of like this
when yoga has it, the rentals are always fast, right? And then maybe 6 years ago, it was always that time for because we were for whoever was running the studio. But that was a different time.
I think now is good.
Oh yeah.
Sure. Are you on? Yeah.
I will so that we can start notes anyway. I do this.
That's some. We got it. That's good, guys. There we go. That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. Cool. Now I've got you. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Well, I had really short hair for a long time, so I never noticed it for a really long time, and then now it's growing again. It's like I had like boy cut hair, short hair.
I can't. My penmanship's just not that.
No, I'm in grade 5. Proudest, one of my proudest.
My mom used to give me such a hard time. She's like, your grandma has a beautiful penmanship. Yours is terrible.
I'm not my grandma. I was actually
I gotta work all night. It's one of those things.
His haircut. I'm very surprised you. Yeah.
Well, he's
Oh, I don't think that's fine.
about 20 years younger than him.
Oh, thank you very much.
Hopefully I'll see you again.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah.
So you don't have a studio in California?
No, I don't.
So you just travel?
I just travel.
Okay.
In California, I just rest in my home.
Victoria's my friend.
Okay. Maybe I'll see you.
Victoria's. I have a few friends. What's your name?